What's going on, guys? It's Jerome. I'm back at it again with another episode of NBA Kicks, the show where we count down the top 10 best sneakers in the NBA every single week of the season. It looks like Christmas came early this year, guys, because we might have official Christmas-themed sneakers back in our lives. They fell off the past couple of years, but they might be back this year. We're gonna talk about that, and we also have one of the best collaborations, I think, of the entire season. I know it's only December, we're just getting started, but wait until you see these guys. So make sure you grab a snack, you kick back, you relax, and you enjoy this week's episode of NBA Kicks. Starting off the list at number 10 is Jason Tatum with the Jordan Tatum 3s. Jordan Brand laces Tatum up with his latest player exclusive colorway, dubbed the Wild Childs. I'm not too sure if that's in reference to Tatum's son Deuce or if that's a nod to how Tatum was at Deuce's age. Either way, the results are very solid with a purple, pink, and black color scheme paired alongside some graphics on the upper which suit the silhouette well. There's no denying that these indeed do pop off the floor, so for Jordan Brand, that's mission accomplished. However, I'm still waiting for Jordan Brand to reclaim the belt as the best signature sneaker on the market, because right now, I think Anthony Edwards has got the belt.
Are the AE1s the best shoe in the game?
No question.
Good.
Next up at number 9 is Giannis Antetokounmpo with the Nike Zoom Freak 6. Giannis has been unreal to start the season. His stat line is just incredible. He's got 32, 11, and 6 off 61% from the field. That's no joke. Giannis came to play this season, and so did his kicks. Now, you would think that a colorway this bold would have some type of story behind them, and maybe they do, but I tried my best to find information on these and what they could be inspired by, and I came up with nothing. But I did notice that there is a special logo on the tongue, which I think it's Giannis doing his signature flex. I will admit though that these do look like one of those grade school exclusive colorways that Nike just gave Giannis an adult size pair in, but nonetheless, it did catch my eye as one of the more playful sneakers this holiday, and it also helps that Giannis is going crazy on the court. Coming in at number 8 is Matas Buzelis with the Reebok Engine A. Unless you paid attention to the WNBA this past season, this is probably the first time you've seen a Reebok performance sneaker on the court in a very long time. And you know what? It's nice to have them back. Angel Reese debuted the Engine A in the W last season, but now we see Bulls rookie Matas Buzelis sporting it in a couple of different colorways, with my favorite being these black, silver, and red joints. Now, not much is known about the Engine A other than that they released sometime in the spring of 2025, so there isn't much for me to riff on here, but I would like to say that I love seeing Reebok get back in the game, and I'm hoping that they take the time and effort to give us interesting silhouettes that both perform and look great. And before you say that's easier said than done, just look at what Puma has done in a very short time. I mean, they were out of the basketball on-court game for like 15 years. So if they can do it, you can too, Reebok. Next up at number 7 is Jrue Holiday with the Nike Sabrina 2. The Sabrina 2 is one of the most popular basketball sneakers in the world right now. Every gym I walk into, I see multiple Brinas on the floor, and I think it's great that we get to see them in the NBA as well. Jrue Holiday brings out a custom Nike by You pair where he pairs his Celtic green swoosh with a pink and black upper, which you might think doesn't make sense at all, but maybe these are lightly inspired by the movie Wicked. Look, I got a lady in the house, so that soundtrack has literally been playing 24/7 since we saw the movie, so I'm seeing everything through a Wicked lens right now. But nonetheless, it's still great to see a colorway from Jrue Holiday's mind on a pair of Sabrina 2s, which again have been an overwhelming success for the swoosh. Next up at number 6 is Anthony Edwards with the Adidas AE1 Low. Now these might just seem like an unassuming blue colorway, but they actually have a really sweet story behind them. You might have seen Ant's friend Nick Maddox alongside Ant in a number of commercials, but now Ant has given Nick his very own colorway called Nick's Gift. Using a beautiful shade of baby blue, the finish on this colorway has a pearlescent look, which just looks spectacular on the silhouette. But the star of the show here is the story, as it's great to see Ant pay back the people closest to him. Also, is there a more anticipated sneaker in the world right now than the AE2s? The answer to that question is definitely no. Coming in halfway at the number 5 spot is LeBron James with the Nike LeBron 22. We all remember those special edition gold medal 22s that LeBron wore in the Olympics, but now the king is back with some more gold. It's tough to say which gold pair of the two takes the crown, but the pair that LeBron wore against the Jazz do feel more refined with a smoother texture on the metallic gold upper, some more color to accent it, as well as a graphic on the medial midfoot, which looks to be a ring of some sort. Again, I tried to look up what these could be inspired by, but I found nothing. That does seem to be a reoccurring theme here. And I also wonder what these would have looked like with some red accents instead of royal blue. But nonetheless, it's still good enough for a top 5 spot on this week's episode. Next up at number 4 and number 3 is Ja Morant with the Nike Ja 2. Ja laced up 2 brand new colorways of his second signature sig, and I couldn't pick which of the 2 I liked better, so I just put them both on. First up, we got this share size colorway, which uses a mismatched theme in a red and blue color scheme. But as for what the share size theme is, again, I couldn't find any info on it. Seriously guys, I'm really trying my best here to give you all the information I can, but sneaker press releases just seem to be a thing of the past. Nonetheless, the share size Ja 2s do capitalize on the mismatched trend while being vibrant and playful at the same time. But what we got at the number 3 spot are these beautiful alternate tree topper Ja 2s, which use an all metal color scheme with hits of gold, bronze, and steel, and in my opinion, blow the primary tree topper colorway out of the water. Like Nike, why even bother with these white tree toppers? Get rid of those and release the alternate pair instead. Everything from the color scheme to the special edition hang tag to the special holiday themed pattern on the upper is all A1. And these have me hoping that Nike's Christmas themed sneakers are coming back strong this year like they were in the early 2010s. That really was the golden age of collecting kicks. Coming in as our runner-up is Chris Boucher with the Puma MB04s. Now, I am bewildered as to why Chris Boucher is debuting these and not LaMelo Ball himself, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that these might just be the best themed sneaker of the season. Scooby-Doo is one of those timeless classics that resonates with every generation. Whether you're from an older crowd like myself or part of a younger generation like LaMelo, these Scooby-Doo MB04s instantly transport us back to cherished childhood memories, and I can't help but feel a wave of nostalgia every time I see them. Puma also dropped some hilarious merch to go alongside the kick, so you too can be a part of the gang and solve the spookiest mysteries on the Mystery Machine. Finally, at number 1 is LeBron James with the Nike LeBron 22. Yes, I do realize I'm breaking my own rule here and putting LeBron on not just 1, but 2 spots on this episode, but I'm only doing that because this might be my favorite sneaker of the entire year. I love Realtree Camo. You can pretty much put it on anything and I'm gonna be in love with it. And that's exactly what Nike did here with a huge Realtree camo panel on the upper, accented with a beautiful brown nubuck for the swoosh. It's kind of hard for me to express to you guys why I like Realtree camo. I love it. And this colorway is almost perfect, but why in the world did Nike decide to accent that camo pattern with purple? Like, I get it, Laker Nation, that's great, I'm a Laker fan, but these would be so much better if those purple accents were orange, because we all know safety orange and camo is the peanut butter and jelly of redneck color theory. Yeah, you heard me, I said that. Still, despite the miss on the purple hits, I love this colorway and would cop them today if only they were available, but sadly, they're not, so instead, I'm just gonna crown them as the best sneaker worn in the NBA during the Thanksgiving holiday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and I hope you guys had a killer Thanksgiving. Make sure you go play some hoops so you burn off some of those turkey calories, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more sneaker-related content just like this. My name's Jared. It's great having you. Catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.